because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
250. 32.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. 280.
Back to throw. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately. He's just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9.
Set.
To throw is Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this time not quite to the 30, will be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A 1st down carry for Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Zay Flowers
from 17 yards out.
And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Rams nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Throwing is Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready. 40 got. 40 got. Hey, 70.
Here's Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and deep, yeah. Bro coming slow, 6 racks.
2nd and 10.
Hey, you change it.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And the Ravens are going to be set up in a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the Rams 7-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. They'll get back going to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson.
This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Devontae Adams, 62 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That went into the hands of Flowers. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very
frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
DC, ready? 180.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got it complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game. 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or they picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And now making a nice play, even though it was complete.
to the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now it's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Set! 180!
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now Stafford.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. 79 yards. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed It scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Quick.
Henry up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
Stay 50.
From the 50, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams.
Stafford's pass complete to Kyron Williams. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens 40.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Yards on the play. And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
White, ready.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Zebra! Step 59! Double right! 280!
Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Zebra! 180!
Stafford now to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Set! Get a 20! Easy, alert! Hey, give me a radar. Omaha, ready, move!
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Colby Parkinson,
26 yards.
and the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.